be an investor in cannabis. Now, normally, so I've been teaching business a long time, man, and communications, and philosophy, which actually philosophy is my favorite topic. My second favorite is sociology. I like to study substance groups. Enough of that bullshit. Talking about investing. Why invest in cannabis? So normally I have like notes. I have no fucking notes. Like, look. I have headphones, okay? Because you don't have to have notes to know why to invest in cannabis. They say that those who don't understand history bear the risk of repeating it. What that means is you want to avoid things like Saddam Hussein, Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, Robert Mugabe, or things that are like tragic. But no. I flip it on the good side. I'm an Adam Smith capitalist. Adam Smith, The Wealth of Nations. Read it if you're a fucking business person. That should be like number one on your reading list. Okay. 2 words: the prohibition. Alcohol was outlawed for about 11 years. It was a real clusterfuck. When it was finally legalized federally, it was a huge windfall. It created people like the Kennedys. They're the most famous. Joe Kennedy was big time into bootlegging alcohol. And then when things went legal, come on, his sons ran the country. Kennedys, and they're still very, very, very dominant family. And that's not that I want to get into politics, Jesus Christ, it'd be a disaster. But why invest in cannabis is because it's like the prohibition. For so long, cannabis has been demonized, and it has been like seen as a gateway drug to crack and cocaine and heroin and LSD and methamphetamines. And we all know that's not true. But the stigma they're still hanging on it. However, there's a problem now. Where cannabis has been legalized, a lot of money is coming to the communities. Positive money. Like in Denver, they've regentrified the entire school district. Oregon, Washington, DC, California, Illinois just passed. It's expunging records across the United States in these 11 states, and people are getting their records expunged, getting back to work. Prisons are emptying out. But what's most important and what really drives everything in America is money. Believe it or not, so in Las Vegas, gaming and alcohol have been paired together since the dawn of time. Since the first fucking caveman was like, ooh, Greg, pass me an alcohol, motherfucker, get the dice. He was drinking. The motherfucker was drinking. I know. The shit beer was probably shit. They're cavemen. Probably didn't know how to fucking mix the barley. It probably tastes like fucking dog shit. But the point is, they were getting drunk and gambling. Okay, sucking on a root, whatever the fuck they were doing. Cannabis has exceeded alcohol and tax revenues to Las Vegas in less than 2 years. That tells you the dynamism of what cannabis is. Okay? It's like alcohol times 10. Because it doesn't have the adverse effects of like drunk driving, beating up your wife, beating the children, setting the house on fire, driving your car through a window, punching your best friend in the face, throwing up all over your dog. None of that shit happened to me, but horrible shit happens when you drink, man. It's like fucking horrible. Cannabis has all the effects of drinking, or not really. It's a different high, but there's none of the dangers. Okay, it's not a gateway drug. We know that now. And we know that it offers a lot of euphoria. It now has a lot of medical benefits. Now, once it becomes legal for veterans, forget about it. I'm a veteran. I can't wait to see veterans getting into CBD, into cannabis to get themselves better. There's a huge opioid crisis. Enough of this. The table is set for cannabis to be a multi-billion-dollar industry. It already is, but like $100 billion industry. At the $11.3 billion industry right now in Canada has 60 million people. I spit on that. 60 million people. What is that, California and Washington? We have 400 million people on this in the United States. So I really think that the best investment right now for your money, and including my investors who are making a very good return, is cannabis. End of story. So if you're not investing in cannabis, you're just you're either A, a pussy, or B, fucking stupid. Okay, that's a pussy or stupid. Okay? Now you can say, oh, fuck you, Sativa Shah. Okay, say fuck me. Say whatever you want. I don't care. I'm just telling you the truth. This is the number one most dynamic investment in the United States today is cannabis. We will never be as small of an industry as we are today, like this very minute, like right fucking now. Okay, like right now, This is as small as cannabis is going to be in the United States. This is as small of a market as cannabis will be from now to the end of time. Like when you call me in 3 years, I'm skiing behind my third yacht, and I'm like in like North Korea, writing my blog, because North Korea hopefully be a free market by then. I'll be telling you to go fuck yourself when you ask me to come in. You want to come in. Right now, it's a good time. It's a good time. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying, right now, if you're smart, if you're not a pussy and you have balls, get into cannabis. Get into it right. Okay? Be a cannabis investor. I'm telling you right now. Don't fuck this up. Take your money out of the bank. Stop getting that 0.03% interest and come invest in cannabis. And then, like I said, put your money in. By the way, I pay back 100%. You get your money back, then you can give it back to me. It's up to you, or keep it. I don't give a fuck. Go put your kid through college. I mean, go pay for your daughter's wedding. I mean, have fun. I mean, you only live once. Cannabis is now been legal in Las Vegas for 2 years, and the shit's cracking. And it's only going to get better. We're all fighting to get into the opportunities. But there's a huge advantage because in cannabis, the people involved in cannabis have been dumbed down so long, it's really interesting. Like, they've really been beat up. So if you're new into cannabis like me, who's like understanding, I just look at the math. I teach business. This is a huge opportunity for upside. Get in now while you can. Get in now and ride the wave. And then in 20 years from now, you cash out and, I don't know, you can use it as leverage. Go buy yourself a house, buy yourself a condo, buy yourself an aircraft, whatever you want. Okay? All right, thanks. So be an investor in cannabis. Grab your balls. Stop being a pussy.